Guys, so today we are going to learn a very complex concept called as MapReduce with a very simple example. So if you are interested in learning about MapReduce with the working code using I'm using MongoDB, yeah, and or any NoSQL technology in that sense, so keep watching this video till the end. So let's get started. Let me share the screen and give you the example of what we are going to do here is we'll learn the MapReduce with the example of students. So just imagine there is a university with thousands of students, and each student has multiple subjects wherein he or she has got the grade. So your task as an engineer is to figure out in the optimum way the topper student so that we can give him or her the gold medal. How would you do that, right? So there are multiple examples. First is you grab the data of each student from the database in the application, and once you have the data you will like different student names and then grab marks of each subject and then calculate the percentage and then sort them and then you will get the result. Fair enough, but it will take a lot of time and network bandwidth, and this can be done easily in MongoDB using MapReduce. So there are two functions. First is map, which will split what you need to do, and then there is a reduce function, which will give you the conclusion what you need. Let me simplify this so that as we will go through code, I'll be able to make it understood nicely. So you can grab this code if you want to run. You can just go to my GitHub repository, which is Premasim. I'm also sharing the link in the tag labs. You will find MapReduce MongoDB. Here is the code. So this one is our data set. This is a small data set. And if you look at the data set, we have the name of the student. Then in particular subject, there are several subjects for one student, sports, math, science, and then there are marks. So our task is we will run the MapReduce job in this so that we can find out who is which student is having the highest percentage so that we can give him or her the um, uh, gold medal, right? Now we will say is at db.demo dot insert. So before doing insert, let's make a variable called as marks, and then we will insert this. So MongoDB insert, if you pass a list inside it, it will insert all the records. So first step is we will have the marks. We will see yes, marks are there. Then we would say db.demo.students db.demo, let's say db.students dot insert. Sorry, I messed up. What you would do, you would say use demo, which will be our database. Now if you do db, you see demo. Now you say db dot students dot insert, and you will pass marks here. So you have inserted 12 records inside it, right? Now you have to find out, or you have to create a map function, and what this map function is going to do is uh, this is going to emit the key value basically, and then the key you can have name because you want to get the name of the student who has the highest percent based on their marks. So what we are going to do is we have the key and the value. So we are going to simply take this from here. So we'll emit this dot name and this dot marks, right? So let's do that. So we have got our function defined, which is the map part, right? Now we are going to do the reduce part. So reduce, what it will do is it is going to take two things. First thing would be basically the name. Second will be the marks, right? So let's do that. We have the name, what we emitted from here. and then we have the marks basically, which is here. Once it takes it, so now understand with the diagram that you have a seam and then you have marks of math, science and everything. They are piled up in the form of an array. So the reduce function is going to calculate the array length, like whatever are the marks of each student. Let's say this is the student ID 1, 2, 3, and then the marks total. It would sum them up. So that is what this reduce function is doing. So now we created our reduce function. Now the third step is to run this. We have everything, the infrastructure is in place. So we'll go here and then we will say that db.students.mapreduce, and it takes a parameter of a map function, which is our first function here. Second is a reduce function, which we told that we want to sum the marks of a particular student for all the subjects, which will be a reduce, and then there will be output, which is called as totals. So we ran this, right? Now we got the result. 12 were inputted, 12 documents. It emitted 12 different events, and then it got reduced in 4, and output is 4. Now what are those 4? This is what we are more interested in, right? So we come here and then we see that these are those 4 students, and each student has the value of 200, like whatever are the different marks. So it is so simple, no? We got the result, but actually to figure out who is on top, we can always sort it, and we can always change our reduce function so that we can get the average. So we have 3 subjects, so we'll divide it by 3. So now the function, when we will run the map reduce on this will show you mainly like the average or the percentage marks. So Asim is 97, which is supposed to get gold medal. We can always show this as in the sorted order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort it in a ascending way, and our key will be basically we have to sort it on the value, like whatever is the marks, right? So once we do that, the top person and the gold medal award goes to Asim Jain. Round of applause. So that's how we did in a simplified way the map reduce. Again, concluding this, what we started is we had a collection where we have students with marks. So we have multiple records for each student, and each record was holding the mark in particular subject. So we wanted to reduce the result. We wanted these 3, like for all these, for particular Asim, to add all these 3 marks, get the average out of it, and sort it, that too inside the database. We don't want other application logic, right? So that's what we did. We created a map function. So what map function did is this record can have 10 more fields, right, or attributes, but we focused for this exercise on its name. Name is when we talk about the hash map, right? So you have a key value. So you did it on main name, sorry, and then the marks, which is the value. So you emitted or spitted out these 2 things, and then reduce basically captured these 2 past event, and then it piled up based on the key, which is the name, all the marks. So it piled up based on the key, whatever are the different values inside the array. It did the summation, it summed them up all. So this is you define the logic in the reduce function. You have 2 different function. You define the logic of how you are going to map, how you are going to reduce, and then to invoke the map reduce, you pass these 2 function names, and then you just ran it, and then you got this result. So I hope this was helpful and you learned something out of it. Please like the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon if you want to get notified for other live videos, which I do, tech videos and a lot of other videos. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye.